Buffs Nation, what's going on? David here. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. A lot of great March Madness games, but I'm back at it after a couple days off. You know what it is. Covering the Buffs, giving you almost daily content, all from the perspective of a local CU alum here in Colorado. So, if you didn't know this already, the Buffs are actually off this week for spring break, so we're not going to see any new practice videos or press conferences or anything like that. So I thought this week it would be great to dive in a little bit further, rather, into the 2023 recruiting class that some of these members are already here. The others will be here starting over the summer. And today we're going to talk another wide receiver within this class from Tennessee, and that is Jacob Page. Now, he's a taller wide receiver than a lot of the other ones that we brought in on this class. 6'2", 175 pounds about. Kind of reminds me of Jordan Tyson in some ways, but let's go ahead and get to the footage. We'll break him down a little bit. And like I said, you'll be seeing more videos covering this recruiting class this week. If you haven't subscribed already, we're on our way to 1,000. Would appreciate a like and a comment. If you've already done that, go Buffs, and let's dive in. All right, Jacob Page from Murfreesburo, Tennessee. I believe he was around the 80th or 85th overall receiver in this year's class nationally. And you'll see here some of his bread and butter is taking these short little bubble screens to the house, and that's going to be utilized in Sean Lewis's offense because he does give the quarterback a lot of these RPO bubble screen options. But as you see here, Jacob Page, he can also get downfield. You'll see him running a lot of these go routes. He can go deep. I think some of his best attributes, one, of course, is his big play ability. He's a big body, like I said, 6'2". But also, as you'll see here, his concentration. He is able to pinpoint the ball in coverage. He's able to make an adjustment downfield, which I think is a very important attribute as well, and he's going to be able to be utilized in all sorts of different ways. Like I said, similar to Jordan Tyson, he's a bigger wide receiver that can play on special teams. He also returned punts and kicks, and you might see here a little bit later, he also played defensive back as well. So Page fits right into that mold that Coach Prime is going after of players that play in all aspects of the game, play on multiple sides of the game. You can see here, right there, a fantastic catch in coverage and is able to turn it upfield. And then you'll see the concentration there, close to the sideline, being able to get that toe drag in. Now, Page had a handful of offers from different schools. To name a few, he had Washington, Virginia Tech, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, South Carolina, Purdue, Mississippi State, Memphis, Cincinnati, and of course choosing to commit to Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes, which is great. Now you might wonder, okay, why wasn't he more highly recruited? Probably one reason is that he wasn't the most targeted wide receiver during his time in high school. His career numbers, 67 receptions, 1,250 yards, 13 touchdowns, and he also had another 142 yards returning kicks and punts. So again, he is an all-purpose player, but didn't put up huge numbers throughout his career in high school. But as you can see, when he gets the ball, when he gets that opportunity, he really makes the most of it. And I think he's a very explosive player. And with some of these guys, they just have that ability to make big plays. Kind of reminds me of Asad Wasim in some ways, in which he's able to always make a big play, or he just always finds the ball around him when he's given those opportunities. And yeah, you'll see here he's got some tenaciousness in the blocking game, which you like to see. And of course, in Sean Lewis's offense, you're going to have to be able to block because you are going to run it a lot. You'll see here physicality there on defense. And I think with playing defense, that's going to go into, of course, not only helping him read coverages and be a better pass catcher, but also it's going to help him with the physicality of blocking as well. So I want to know what you think of Jacob Page. Let me know in the comments if he reminds you of anybody. But very excited to have him here for this fall, and let's go Buffs.